Hello friends, we are from the team Happy Learnaholic.
Today we are going to see the question n terms double series. Moving on to the question, they have given us the value n, x and y, and x value, y value will be given by them, n value will be the length of the series. So the given condition for the series is it must go on in the order x plus 1, y plus 1, 2x minus 1, 2y minus 1, 3x plus 1, 3y plus 1, 4x minus 1, 4y minus 1, 5x plus 1, 5y plus 1, and so on it goes. Boundary condition for n is it should be less than 100, and boundary condition for x and y is it should be less than 1000. Moving ahead, first line consists input format. First line consists of n, x and y, and the output format first n terms will be given from that series. So moving on to our first example, the 10, 2 and 5 is given. So 10 will be the n value, 2 and 5 will be x and y respectively. So we have to just apply the formula and we get this. With this formula we get this value. So this is printed as output. Now what do we understand from the formula? Yeah, moving on to the explanation part. So this is what is given in the question. We can clearly see that there is an alternative plus and minus, right? A pair of plus and minus in an alternative way. So how can we generalize this? To be more precise, let me tell you one thing. Just add 1 here. Okay, so we'll have it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. If that n value or this value is odd, you add 1. If this value is even, you subtract 1. Odd, so again you're adding 1. Even, you're subtracting 1. Odd, you are adding 1. So this is how it goes on. Hope the logic is clear. Moving ahead with program, you're getting n, x and y in the first line, and then you're getting a value t. Now what will be t? In order to make a code efficient, what I have done is I'm only taking half of the value, because when you double it you will get the same, right? So if in the question they have asked for 10, then until 5 or 4 you take it, right? Until, see here you can see 4 and here you can see 5. So if it is 10, you take until 5. If it is 15, since it's a odd number, you will take 15 more to 7 plus 1 when it is odd number. So this is how the grouping goes on. So on this condition we have taken divided by 2 and then the mod value. If it's odd, it will be 1, and if it is even, it will be 0. What will be 0? I meant to say this value. So no need of if and else condition. Yeah, so moving ahead, we have an array C. For I in range, so yeah, till t we are taking, and from 1 till t you are taking. You're checking whether mod 2 equal to 0. If mod 2 is equal to 0, that is mod 2 is equal to 0, what we do here? Minus. So mod 2 is equal to 0, you give a negative. Else what you do? You add. Rest of the things are same from the formula, and in the end what you're doing, you're just printing C, the array value until n. Until the n value, you're just printing the array. So that's for today. Thank you guys.